Let's turn to Ethiopia now, where at least 80 people have been killed in protests and unrest sparked by the killing of a well-known protest singer earlier this week. Hachalu Hundessa, who's from Ethiopia's largest ethnic group, the Oromo, was buried today. He was shot dead by unknown assailants on Monday. There have been bomb attacks in the capital Addis Ababa and reports of armed gangs going after people from other ethnic groups. Dozens have been arrested, including some prominent opposition figures. Well, Billene is head of digital and foreign media in the Ethiopian government and joins us on the phone now. And the fact that you're on the phone is because we can't raise you on an internet line. Why has the government decided to shut down the internet in Ethiopia?
Hi, good afternoon. Before I get into that, I think it's an important aspect to really express my condolences to the family, friends, and fans of Hachalu Hundessa, as well as those that have passed away in the ensuing protests as well. To get back to your question, at this moment, the government is in full control of the situation, and the due government functions of establishing law and order are in place. One of the primary responsibilities of government is dispensing its responsibility in maintaining rule of law and stability. And in that regard, the temporary network disruptions have been related to ensuring that certain elements are not using, the opportune space and time to further galvanize protests or riots, and to hijack the situation for what it's not.
Does the government know who killed Hachalu Hundessa yet?
This is still under investigation. There are people related to these activities that have been apprehended already. So the police investigations are underway, and we will find out in due time once they go through the due process.
Who do you suspect killed him?
I can't comment on an open investigation. This is something that is still under investigation by the federal police.
President Abiy Ahmed comes from the Oromo group too, and as I understand it, Hachalu Hundessa was one of those who was very glad to see Abiy Ahmed become president. Why do so many Oromos feel like the president is not standing up for them at the moment?
Abiy Ahmed is a representative of the entire Ethiopia, and all Ethiopians, including Oromos, were very happy to have him come into the administration. Now, one thing to really be cognizant of is, instead of just looking at it in terms of a very narrow lens, Abiy Ahmed's government, as he came into the premiership, or he became prime minister, he inherited a lot of challenges that had been simmering over the past 20-something years. Those challenges found voice. Those challenges came into full-blown, came out fully over the past 2.5 years because of the nascent democracy, or the budding democracy.
And is there a threat now to Ethiopia's existence from some of those tensions, those ethnic rivalries?
I don't think that there is necessarily a threat to existence per se. This is something that will take time. It has taken a lot of years for these grievances to accumulate, and 2.5 years is not necessarily the time when all of these things can be addressed. There has been a lot of reforms that have been undertaken by the government over the past 2.5 years that are rectifying some of these grievances.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. We're out of time, I'm afraid. That was Billene of the Ethiopian government. You're listening to News Hour.